Now let's meet our candidates for Vice President for Legislative Affairs. Blake Crew is a junior social work major from Gardendale, and George Solis is a junior political science major from Pale City. Blake, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Courtney. Hello, fellow Trojans. My name is Blake Crew, and I am a junior social work major from Birmingham, Alabama. I have served on the Student Government Association Senate for 2 years, representing the College of Health and Human Services. This year, I have served as the Student Life Committee Chair and have thoroughly enjoyed my time doing so. As VPLA of the Student Government Association, I would be responsible for presiding over the Senate. With this being said, I feel that I am more than qualified for this position and plan to use this position in a positive way to encourage more bills to be passed in order to satisfy the wants and needs of all of our students. In addition to this, I plan on emphasizing the importance of debate and discussion when taking bills off of docket each week. I appreciate you taking the time to listen, and I am blessed to have this opportunity to run for VPLA. Thank you, and go Trojans.
Thank you, Blake. Now, George, you have 1 minute to introduce yourself.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is George Solis, and I'm from Pell City, Alabama. I'm majoring in political science and double minoring in economics and leadership development. I've previously served in Freshman Forum, and I've served in the SGA for 2 years. My freshman year, I served in Freshman Forum. I'm currently serving in the SGA Academic Life, and I am currently the chairman for that committee. I'm also a resident assistant here on campus, and I'm a Trojan ambassador, and I'm also involved with various other organizations on campus. I've attained a great understanding of leadership, communication, and management, which are really crucial for the development of the VPLA role within the SGA Senate. The VPLA presides over the SGA meetings. He's responsible for maintaining order, but most importantly, he's responsible for ensuring the proper transaction of business. I believe that by working together with the Senate, by taking an initiative to build relationships with that administration, we can continue to spread our influence here at Troy University. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Now it's time for your question. In your platform, you talk about the SGA online forum being a way for students to submit their opinions and suggestions. How would you encourage students to use this?
There is currently no easy way to approach the Senate other than by one-on-one conversations, and of course approaching the SGA Senate during the Tuesday meetings. I believe that the SGA online initiative would be a great way for students to interact with each other through the cyber space. We would actually use the publicity committee that's in charge of publicizing most of our major events to kind of spread the word of this new initiative. Of course, it's in its early beginnings, but I'm excited to be able to kind of be able to implement it this upcoming year and to be able to use it so we can get a better understanding of what students want, what their needs are, and so that we can fulfill our promises and the jobs by which we were elected for. Thank you.
Thank you, George. Blake, your first question. Your platform emphasizes the professionalism of the actions of the Senate. What would you implement to help senators learn how to debate and write bills?
I definitely think that during our retreat that we could implement, a parliamentary procedure seminar to teach them and help them learn how to conduct themselves in a Senate meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Blake. Now your second question. If the SGA Senate passes a bill or resolution, what would you do to see that this gets implemented by the university?
If it is passed by the Senate, I would then just continue to work with the Board of Trustees and hire members then, within the university and just push forward our bill. There's only so much you can do. You just have to continue to push forth that to the people higher up. Thank you.
Thank you, Blake. And George, here's your chance to answer that same question. If the SGA Senate passes a bill or resolution, what will you do to see that it gets implemented by the university?
Of course, I think it is a great opportunity to be able to pass resolutions within the Senate. We're currently actually working on a lot of resolutions. I believe we've only had one meeting this year in which we haven't had any kind of new business, and that's great to hear. And I'm sure our students are very glad that we are working towards being able to serve them more. I think it's imperative that we work with administrators well, that we build coalitions and relationships with them so we can work in a hierarchy. That's how Troy University works, and that's how most of our governmental affairs work. So I definitely think building relationships and coalitions with the administrators will help us achieve the goals that we set forth in such resolutions. And a good example of that is right now we're working on a resolution for a crosswalk in the new dormitories of the Newman Center. And we're pushing with Dean Reeves, Chief McCall, and all the staff that are responsible for fulfilling making sure that this gets done. We're really pushing for that. We want to see the success of this resolution pass, as of course in the future resolutions. Thank you.
And thank you, Blake Crew and George Solis, your candidates for the Vice President for Legislative Affairs.